Hello there, and welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Jacob, and thank you so much for attending this lecture on Pokemon biology. Joining me here in the classroom today is, of course, my wonderful teaching assistant and
Thief.
Omanyte. Thief.
He's a thief.
Mr. Curtis. Mr. Curtis, you could please address the court.
Professor, is the coast clear? Can I come out of the closet?
Why did you go in the closet? Nobody was following us.
Well, I have this special Pokeball here. I brought it for class today. I hope you're ready.
Oh, yeah, you know what? I am ready, and I fully expect for you to answer me correctly when I ask what Pokemon we're learning about this week.
Yes, just okay. I can't lie to you, Professor. I've only spent the last couple days working with this Omanyte, just for you, Professor. So I hope you're ready. I hope I've redeemed myself.
We'll see. Also joining us here in the classroom today is, of course, our young trainer in training, Corbin.
The good.
If you could please say hello to everybody, Corbin.
The real gold star student. The one who does not steal things from very prominent museums in the Kanto region. That's what
Curtis.
That's me.
Mr. Curtis is not a student, so
you are
the only student here.
He is more of a child than I am, and I'm 10. Okay,
I sound like we confirmed that he's around 2 billion years old. So.
I don't know about that. That to me sounds like a rough estimate. Now, what I'll say is, Mr. Curtis, I could have narked you. I could have told the Officer Jenny's about what you did, but I didn't. You know what?
Keep your voice down. Shh.
So I'm just letting you know that I could have told them in the last week, and I did not, because I value what we're trying to build. Okay, together. So I just want you to know,
which is an Omanyte fossil empire.
Well, I don't know about that.
A fossil empire built on ill-gotten gains.
But I just want you to know, remember this in the future, you owe me. I did not narc on you, and I could have. I even walked past. I went to the donut shop this morning. I walked past an officer, Jenny. I could have said something, and I didn't.
Because they all live at donut shops.
You know what I walked past this morning?
What?
A Beedrill hive.
I didn't. No.
Yeah.
No. I didn't kill in a Beedrill. No.
Could have brought that to Officer Jenny's attention, but you know.
Well, I didn't kill it. I didn't kill it. It
really
just passed out.
I really thought Mr. Curtis was going to say something like, I walked by today, your house at 144 Pokemon Lane. That's right.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
I know exactly where you live.
I saw Mr. Mime taking a shower this morning.
Oh, that's weird.
But, okay, so, accusations and wild, crap, I can't think of other words. Accusations aside, right? Let's move on with this lesson. Oh, actually, you know what? Before I do, I have a Gengar mail that I would like to read.
Oh, hey,
It's an excellent one, written to us by Soul. Now, Soul has written to us before. We've been calling them Anya, but they prefer to go by Soul, so we're gonna do that from going forward. Right. They say, "Dear Professor Jacob, Mr. Curtis, and Corbin. Regrettably, it has been a while since I was able to tune into your class." Oh, by the way, the subject of this Gmail is a Pokemon poem. That will be important.
Well, don't worry, Soul. I have been deducting the lesson fees directly from your bank account. So, listen in or not, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to the class.
Mr. Curtis always gets his.
Mm-hmm.
So it has been a while since I was able to tune into your class after a prolonged hospital visit after a wild Victory Bell attack.
Ooh.
I was only able to write down notes and had remembered from earlier lessons. However, I have just revisited some of my favorite lessons and caught up with the current curriculum and hope that the attached work helps me get back into the swing of things. First and foremost, I have prepared a small poem inspired by Corbin's musings during the Staryu and Starmie lessons.
Oh, that's very sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't remember what your musings were.
They were great.
I can't imagine there's much there. So,
I think the students like them. I think my peers love them.
His poems are really a crowd pleaser.
They're fire.
Yeah, they are hot fire.
They're hot.
Soul goes on to say, I shared a lot of his opinions throughout and hope that he continues to make truly thought-provoking sentiments.
Every class, I will. Thank you.
Even though he acts disdainful towards Professor Jacob and and the material at times, I'm sure that he enjoys them to some degree. Is that true, Corbin?
I do enjoy the material.
All right, you heard it here, folks. He enjoys me.
I mean, the material, some Pokemon are boring.
What's not to enjoy about the professor?
Well, there's, I don't know. He's got some things.
Wow, rude.
He's got things about him.
Yeah, what things? Am I just too cool? Am I too nice of a guy? Am I just too smart?
No, I mostly don't like you because you're mean to me sometimes.
Oh,
I think that's the big thing. You're just mean to me.
Stay out of the kitchen if you can't handle the fire. The heat,
Right.
out of the kitchen.
I don't know how to cook,
Get
so
out of
that's
this
fine.
kitchen.
I won't do that.
Get out of this kitchen over here.
Our Soul finishes their email by saying, "Please keep in mind that I'm not a poet by any means. I'll leave that title squarely in Corbin's corner."
Thank you. We can
all
share it.
Yeah, so Soul has written us a excellent poem. However, it is a little bit lengthy, so we are going to save it for the end of the lesson.
Oh, Professor, really?
Soul said it was a small poem. They said it was small, so I don't know.
It's Corbin, I will, since you are the expert poem reader here, I'll let you take it away.
Oh.
But at the end of the lesson, all right?
Okay.
All right, but back to the lesson. Does anybody know who we're talking about this week?
Wait.
Well, of course, we're gonna have to talk about our friend from last week and his evolution.
Yes, which is don't say it. Don't say Decidui. Don't do it.
Don't say it.
Don't say it.
Omastar.
Yes.
Omastar.
Oh, good job. Good job, Mr. Curtis.
Don't say it too loud though. All right.
Why? Is it a bad word? Omastar?
No,
is it a bad word?
Omastar?
No, shh,
Omastar?
Shh. Hey, shh. They're watching. They're listening. Okay.
What the Omastar are you talking about, Mr. Curtis?
Mr. Curtis, yeah, explain
Shut
yourself.
your
Why are you
Omastar
so
mouth.
Fidgety? Yeah, you have the fossil, but I mean, like.
Oh, don't say that. That's what they're looking. They're looking for whoever professionally took the display fossil from the museum last week. Okay, so you don't want to give them any ideas that wouldn't be true.
It is true though.
Now, Mr. Curtis, I can't help but notice I do see something moving around in your coat pocket.
Yes.
Would you happen to care to explain
Okay.
what that is?
Yes, it's right here is our friend from last week.
Oh.
Well, hold on now.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Whoa.
a living Omanyte.
That's
Yes.
a live Omanyte.
That's
Yes,
a live,
yes.
living, breathing Omanyte. Well,
How did you do that?
Because it's outside of the water. But
I've got some friends in
Oh.
the
No, you
extreme Pokemon breeding community.
wait, you're not talking about your quote unquote guy in Cinnabar, are you?
The guy that you know that he doesn't know you?
I rest my case. I hold
Plead the
withdraw.
fifth?
I plead the fifth. I plead the
There you
fifth.
go.
That's what it was. That's right. Yep. But I did. Suffice to say, I put in the effort to make up from last class. To get this Omanyte restored, and have trained it up so it is ready to evolve. Here you go, Professor. I'm presenting it to you.
Oh.
It is ready.
It's primed. Yeah, I can feel it.
Right here.
It's very ripe.
On this woven pillow of Spinnerack silk. Just
It's so
God.
sticky.
Ew.
See, the
That's
Omanyte can't even move around. It's trying to move, but it can't.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, first the Eevee. You tortured that. Did you torture this one too? Huh?
What?
You tortured this one on your Spinnerack colony?
No. He's kept his distance from the colony. But I just didn't have another Pokeball, so I had to keep him from slathering off like he does. So.
Slathering off. Yes, slathering as one does. Yep.
All right. Well, actually, I keep a drawer in my desk here full of rare candies.
They are
So I
pretty
think-
tasty.
I'm trying to lay off. But thank you.
Yeah, they're very bad for you, but Pokemon love them. So I'm going to go ahead and give this one to Omanyte, and we'll see if we can get it to evolve into an Omastar. All right? Here you go.
Okay.
Hey, Here, buddy, come on, here, take this. He's
Ooh.
his
Loves
tentacles are so tickly.
He's so happy. Look at him
Okay,
go.
jeez, okay, whoa, there he goes.
Whoa,
Okay, he's going
put it
now.
down. You don't want to get that. Did you say once that the evolution energy was like really bad for you or something?
Yeah, well, I'm not holding it. I've reached my hand out for it. It was eating
Okay,
my
well,
thumb.
just be careful. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Whoa,
okay, it's going.
whoa. Oh,
All right, there it is.
There.
whoa,
Yep.
that's an Omastar?
Man, I will say I never get tired of watching the evolution and process. It's like looking into the eyes of God.
Arceus himself couldn't have said it better.
Oh my goodness.
It's like a whole new boy.
I feel like I should. It's a lot more majestic than I thought. I feel like I should bow. Oh my goodness, Omastar! Wow, what a wonderful Pokemon.
Yeah, let's describe it for our virtual listeners, if you will.
It's like Omanyte if it was cool. It's got the shell, but it's got spikes on it this time. It's got the tentacles, but they're cool and they're longer. It's got eyes like Omanyte, but they're not beady. They're like little black slits. It's more fierce. And it's got a weird mouth thing on the front, and I don't know what it is. But
They're like fangs.
they're like fangs, and it's a lot more
like
intimidating.
a beak kind of
it's
thing.
it's more metal, and I love that.
You know, some people revere Omastar as a lord and savior,
Oh,
but I don't really see it. I don't quite know why.
Yeah, it's definitely not a bug type. So like I don't know why you would say
Okay.
that, but.
People tend to. I've heard that saying before when it comes to Omastar, even though it's a extinct Pokemon. So I mean, there aren't any around.
Oh, you're talking about the cult Sons of the Star. Okay, yeah. I've heard of them. Yeah,
Okay.
I've heard of them online. Yeah, they're huge cultists that love Omastar.
They prey on people like you, Corbin. So be careful.
What? Why?
Because you're so eager to learn, and your brain is malleable.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, anything else you want to add about Omastar before we tuck it away into a Pokeball where the Officer Jennies will be none the wiser?
Exactly. Yep. Just as long as I don't have to carry it around anymore.
Well, you have to bring it up to your uncle in above Cerulean, right? In
Gosh,
north of Cerulean.
yes. Yeah.
So that's one last ride.
That's right. But this time he'll be in a Pokeball. I don't have to keep him strapped to a spin rack pillow.
You could donate it to the Sons of the Star.
Oh no. Can't
Yeah, I
have
wouldn't do that. They'll do horrible things with it.
Oh,
all
sorry.
right. So I'm gonna assume that we're done talking about it. I'm gonna go ahead and put Omastar back.
Wait,
into the
hold
Pokeball.
on. Before we put it away, we need to name it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay, in my brain, the deep recesses of my brain, I'm
Wow, they're
thinking
working real hard.
Eclipse after one of our patrons. Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Wow. Yeah, that's good. I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, they've generously donated to the classroom, so of course we should. I'm fine with naming the Omastar
Because it's so cool, you almost can't even look at it.
Omastar.
Yeah,
yeah, go on.
you said that.
Clips. Star. Those are all space words, right?
Oh yeah.
Those are all space words.
Those
Excellent
are.
Point.
That's a very good point, Mr.
So
Curtis.
go ahead here. I'll put Eclipse back into the Pokeball,
Buy Eclipse. Oh,
and then I will wipe all my fingerprints off and hand it to Mr. Curtis. There you go.
all right. There
Oh,
you go.
Thank you, Professor. I'll get this to my uncle
all right,
right
let's start reading these Pokedex entries.
Okay.
Starting off in the Kanto region, the first entry says a prehistoric Pokemon that died out when its heavy shell made it impossible to catch prey.
Mm.
away.
Wow.
Okay.
So-
So its shell was so heavy it couldn't eat.
It
Wow.
just died. Yeah,
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
kind of lackluster, right?
Yeah. Kind of a bad way to go.
The next entry says sharp beaks ring its mouth. Its shell was too big for it to move freely, so it became extinct.
Oh.
I love it's just like, man, oh gosh, my shell's so heavy. What should I do? I think I'll just become extinct.
Yeah. Probably.
It's like it was a choice.
Right. Not gonna lighten my shell or shit.
Yeah, you'd
or-
think that over time that the shell would get lighter, so it, like the ones with lighter shells that could move quicker would be the ones that
persevere.
bred. Yeah,
Mhm.
but I guess not.
It's got too fat.
The next entry in the Kanto region says, attacks by ensnaring its enemy with its tentacles and biting with sharp fangs. Its overly large shell makes it sluggish.
Wow. So it just kind of
Yes.
probably sits in the bottom of the ocean, just feeds on things coming by. Not really
Yeah.
chasing them.
No, it's just whatever it can, like, ensnare, I guess. And the last entry from the Kanto region says, its tentacles are highly developed as if they are hands and feet. As soon as it ensnares prey, it bites.
Mm.
Yeah.
Those were some
alright.
sharp-looking fangs, though.
They are pretty sharp, and we'll actually learn exactly how sharp and strong they are from this next entry that comes to us from the Johto region. It says, apparently, it cracked Shellder's shell with its sharp fangs and sucked out the insides.
Wow.
Oh my
love
gosh.
The graphic image there.
That
I
is
love that.
pretty gruesome.
Call
Yeah,
me
so
when it breaks open in a cloister.
that is fair. I guess cloisters are a lot more difficult to open than Shelders are. But still, I mean, that's pretty impressive. That's pretty strong.
I mean, that's definitely worth noting for sure, no doubt.
Yeah, in fact, we did. We put it in the Pokedex.
We did.
The next entry says, once wrapped around its prey, it never lets go. It eats the prey by tearing at it with sharp fangs.
Ooh.
Yeah. I imagine it much like Pinsir, it can, like, move its teeth independently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, like, it can move, like, one at a time, which really helps it eat.
Right.
I'm guessing.
Pincers are just big soft boys. You could just stick your arm right in there.
Yeah, we know that's what you did, and it was horrifying to watch.
Right, that was
honestly.
disgusting. I hated that.
It almost bit your arm off.
Oh, you could try.
All right, the last entry in the Johto region says its heavy shell allowed it to reach only nearby food. This could be the reason that it is extinct.
Yeah, sounds really dangerous, Mr. Curtis.
Yeah, Mr.
Remember last
Curtis.
week?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just keeping on incognito over here.
He's talking about your debate.
I'm talking about
Right.
the debate. I'm talking about the debate last week. It's not
you mean-
dangerous. It doesn't even move.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, so you were worried that it might have gone extinct because I guess it ate all of its food in the region, and that's why.
And it got too fat to move, and then it died.
Yeah, but no, its shell is too heavy and it can't catch its food.
well,
Wow.
maybe Omastar, but not Omanyte. You know, Omanyte is still young and spry.
Yeah, but Omanyte is baby.
Right. Is baby, yes. So I think with this newfound knowledge, that means I won the debate, so I would like my gold star now. Thank you.
No. We can't judge the debate on like. You can't judge the debate on what the Pokedex entries say, right? You have to judge the debate based on the points made from the debaters.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Fine.
You know what I'm saying?
Fine.
You can't just say that you are right because of information that we find after the fact.
Right.
I'm just saying it proves my point, but you know what? I'll handle it maturely. I'll just
Wow, first time for everything, huh?
yeah. This is dumb.
God, stop crying. All right. There's only one Hoenn entry, so I'll read that. It says, Omastar uses its tentacles to capture prey. It is believed to have become extinct because its shell grew too large and heavy, causing its movements to become slow and ponderous.
It's got to think about why it's moving.
That's,
You
that's
Yes.
kind of what I think ponderous means.
You know,
there's prey 5 feet away, and he goes, "Is it worth it?"
God, it's so hard to move. It's
Is it
so
worth-
hard to move.
you know how Omastar got to grow such a big, thick, and
Omastar.
beefy shell?
I don't know, Curtis, do you know?
Yeah, because he ate so much as an Omanyte. There you go. My point wins. I'm the debate master.
No, you're not.
He has declared ownership of the debate master title.
Then I'll take it back. As former class president, I can revoke that.
Ugh, he loves throwing that weight around.
As current professor's assistant, I'm just gonna tell you to take a seat.
I already sat, but yeah.
He's been sitting down the whole time. Okay, let's move on to the Sinnoh region. The first entry says, it is thought that this Pokemon became extinct because its spiral shell grew too large. Thanks, Sinnoh.
Yeah, thanks, Sinnoh. Well, you know that.
That's right.
All right, and that does it for the Sinnoh region. Nothing new from the Unova, and of course, nothing new from the Kalos region. Moving on to the Alola region. The first entry says, its heavy shell is thought to be the reason this ancient Pokemon died out. It's apparently a distant ancestor of... What? I don't know. What Pokemon do you think it's a distant ancestor of?
Golisopod?
Well, I would say Shellder, but
Well, no. A Shellder, which are apparently an equally as ancient Pokemon as Omanyte and Omastar are.
It's got to be...
but somehow survived.
Yeah,
Kabutops.
their shells weren't super heavy, and they didn't cause them to die out.
Is it
They
Kabutops?
attached themselves and sucked on Slowbros. So
Oh, yes, that's right. Sorry, what were you saying, Corbin?
Is it a Kabutops? Is it closely related to that?
No. So that's also an ancient extinct Pokemon.
I'm gonna say Tentacool.
Tentacle. That's a good guess, Mr.
Yeah.
Curtis.
Mhm.
Give me one more, Corbin.
I'm gonna say... What's that one Pokemon? That one... hold on. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's that one that loves to swim upside down. It's got this weird, top to it. It's I think it's Malamar. That big one.
Malamar.
You know what? That is also a very good guess, but you are unfortunately wrong. Both of you are wrong. It's apparently a distant ancestor of Octillery.
Oh, okay. Octillery.
We
Nice.
haven't talked about Octillery yet. It evolves from Remoraid, but we'll learn more about that once we get to the Johto Pokedex.
All right.
Okay.
The next entry in the Alola region says, it wraps its prey in its tentacles to immobilize them, and then finishes them off with its sharp fangs.
Yes.
Is that what it
my-
sounds like?
That was my sharp thing.
It's more of a crunch to it.
Everybody loves it when we make sound effects like that. We
I think
keep
everybody
doing it.
knows, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure.
All right, moving on to the Galar region. There was only 2 entries there from the Alola region. They're kind of slacking off.
Come on.
Okay, the first entry from the Galar region. This is the Galar region, Mr. Curtis, just so you know.
Yeah, the Sinnoh got you.
Weighed down by a large and heavy shell, Omastar couldn't move very fast. Some say it went extinct because it was unable to catch food.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we knew that already.
And
Right?
then the last entry says, Omastar's sharp fangs could crush rock, but the Pokemon can attack only the prey that come within reach of its tentacles.
Do we know what the wingspan is?
I mean, I have a height for you, but
I
that
don't think
probably
they have any
includes the shell.
wings.
Well, it's
They're
okay,
mostly
it's,
tentacles and
It's
shells.
like from tentacle to tentacle.
it's like if it stretches its tentacles out, how far can it reach? Like, is it 5 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet?
It says it's 3 feet and 3 inches in height, but I think that's including the shell, and I think its tentacles can stretch out a little bit longer than that. It's hard to say.
Okay.
So no, I don't know off the top of my head. But that's gonna do it for the regional Pokedex entries. Let's move on to the unique Pokedex entries. Now, if you remember, the first unique Pokedex entry comes to us from Ash's Pokedex, and it's a combined entry on Omanyte, Omastar, Kabuto, and Kabutops.
Right.
yes.
Right.
So last week we decided to read one sentence at a time. So I will now be reading the second sentence of this entry.
I cannot wait. Here we go. Oh, can we get a recap of the first sentence, please?
Nope.
No.
Nope. No recap.
You're gonna have
Okay.
to go back and listen to that episode or that lesson if you want to.
If you want to recap.
Yes, right.
It is believed these Pokemon became extinct tens of thousands of years ago.
I thought Omanyte was billions.
Yeah, Omanyte did say 2 billions, but I mean,
This fatty lasted a little bit longer.
yeah, I guess.
Well, so there you go. So Omanyte was around, and it ate up all the slow Pokemon at the bottom of the ocean, and it starved itself out because it kept eating until it couldn't catch anymore.
Man, one can only dream.
That's not what happened. Moving on to the next unique Pokedex entry. It also comes to us from Ash's Pokedex. It says, Omastar, the evolved form of Omanyte. This extinct Pokemon is believed to have used its sharp fangs to break through the shells of its prey in order to feed.
Oh, right. Man. The crush, the slurp. What a sight that must be.
The crush, then the slurp. That's what we call it.
Oh, that's a good t-shirt. The crush, then the slurp.
I don't think so. I don't think it's a good t-shirt. I don't think, guys, I'll be honest. I don't think we've created a good t-shirt in the last couple of weeks.
That's mean.
Professor, as I've always said, if you will sign it, I will wear it. Doesn't matter what's on that t-shirt.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. That does it for the Pokedex entries on Omastar. I think it's time we moved to the testing portion of the lesson. Who is ready?
I am ready. First question. Who is a criminal in this class? You, Mr. Curtis. You.
Oh.
We all have blood on our hands. We're all at the very least accomplices of his crimes.
I did not know about it, so I'm not an accomplice then.
Well, you did know about it, and you didn't tell the officer Jenny. I mean, you said
not
you saw
yet
one.
Because I'm not a
you
narc.
had the opportunity to tell one, and you didn't. That's collusion. You're colluding with Mr. Curtis, and I will take you to jail, sir.
Mr. Curtis, if I get arrested for rapping ever again, I'm taking you down with me.
Wow, we have some mutually assured destruction going on.
Well,
oh yeah.
Just know that the punishments for rapping without a permit are way higher than stealing a fossil from
that
a
is a
national
lie.
treasure theft.
No, okay, no. Curtis, if you get found out, you're going to jail for a very long time.
It would not suck as long if we had you.
No, that's not true. It would suck if we had recorded evidence of your crime, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Well, if you ever go down for rapping, we'll have it recorded. I'll be sure.
Same for we have evidence of you stealing. So
I have an announcement here. We are announcing Mr. Curtis is taking a long break from these lessons. He will not be back for a couple weeks.
That would be my dream.
He has some repenting to do.
Yes.
Some thinking in about all the bad crimes he did.
Deep pondering, like an Omastar.
All right, everybody, focus up. I know you're just pushing this off because you don't want to do it. We are taking a pop quiz today. So I need you to take out your Rotom laptops, put away your Pokedexes, if you could. Make sure you get maybe like a pen, pencil. Maybe you'll need a little snack along the way. So like some Stantler jerky.
Ooh, I've got multiple pencils right here. Corbin, do you want one of these?
I don't need one actually. I have my own. Thank you. I don't want ones with web on them. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of his stuff has web on it. All right. Question number 1. This is easy. It's a true or false, all right?
Sure.
Okay.
Researchers believe Omastar went extinct because their shells grew too heavy, making them easy targets for predators. All right. So I have the answers from both my students. Okay, it was a weird laugh.
God, Professor. Sometimes you just say some dumb stuff.
I know. I messed up a word once. What an idiot. All right, starting with Corbin's answer, he says false. Interesting. Mr. Curtis also said, he said falso.
That's not the answer. That's not
he's
true or false.
He's casting a spell on me.
Falso.
That's not true or false. Then he said something else, so he gets it wrong.
He said false. He said false. That is the correct answer. Can anybody tell me why it's false though?
Because it got too fat to get food.
Okay,
it wasn't that it was prey.
Yes.
Correct. Very good. You guys are clearly listening. I'm so happy. I'm so happy about this.
We try.
Moving on to question number 2. How does Omastar capture and subsequently eat its prey? Okay, let's see what my wonderful and astute students have said about this answer, this question. Corbin says, by reaching its tentacles and biting down and crushing with its fangs. Okay, let's see what Mr. Curtis says. It uses its tentacles to trap its prey, then it cracks and slurps up its prey using its fangs. I was hoping for like a ensnaring action there, Corbin.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that's what I meant. Okay, by using its tentacles, it's gonna snatch.
Yeah, you said it's reaching with its tentacles, which is I'm in a good mood. It's good enough. You
It's
get full
technically
points.
true,
You
right?
get
It
full
reaches.
points.
Thank you.
I mean, it does do that, but it also swims in water, and that also wouldn't have been a correct answer.
I could have been more descriptive. I apologize.
I think that was a very fair and equitable decision, Professor.
Thank you. If you didn't think that, I'd have to go back on what my ruling was.
Then again,
No. Okay, next question. What modern day Pokemon is thought to be a descendant of Omastar? All right. If I'm not mistaken, I have the answers from both of my students. Do I have Corbin's answer? Yes, I do. All right. So Corbin says Octillery is a descendant of Omastar. And Mr. Curtis says Octillery is the great grand Pokemon of Omastar.
Okay.
Like grandchild or
grand. I didn't want to, it's grandson, granddaughter. I mean, grand Pokemon,
Grandbaby.
Okay.
grandbaby. That's a good one.
Grandbaby. Okay, sure. Octillery. Yes, Octillery is the correct answer. Okay. Moving on to the last question. What Pokemon was Omastar's main prey? All right. Both of the answers are in for the final question. This could win it all. This could lose it all. Did I mention this is worth 100% of the points in this lesson?
No. What? What's going on?
So get ready. The question was, what Pokemon was Omastar's main prey? Corbin responded with Shellder. I don't know. I don't know, Corbin. Are you sure? I'll give you one chance to change your answer if you want to.
No.
You're keeping it? You're keeping it?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Well, Mr. Curtis says Shellder is the main meal of Omastar every day, all day.
Oh, like
Every day, all day, baby. La, la.
Don't do that.
I don't
again.
ever do that again.
Never.
In fact, Portia, cut that out, please.
Ugh.
All right. So yes, the answer was Shellder. Excellent job. Hundreds for everybody.
Woohoo! Feels good.
It makes it so easy to grade. Great work and great lesson. So that's going to do it for Omastar. Does anybody know who we're talking about next week? It's another fossil Pokemon from here in the Kanto region.
Now it's Tyrantrum.
From here in the Kanto region.
Oh, sorry. Tyranitar.
It's got to be Decidueye.
Nope, it's not Decidueye, and it's not.
Wait, is it Kabutops?
Very close. It's what evolves into Kabutops. We're learning about Kabuto.
Kabubottom. Oh, Kabu. Okay, all right.
Yes. But that's going to do it for today's lesson. If you have any questions for me, the professor, you can contact us by Gengar Mail, by Twitter. You can join our Patreon if you want to. You can join the Discord. You can join like the base server for free, and if you want to access the other things, you do have to become a member on Patreon. But all of that information is in our description. I will say ratings on Spotify Gone and Flapple Podcast are greatly appreciated. We love seeing those and seeing what you guys have to say. However, I do want to make it clear we have no way of responding to those. So if you're using them as a means to give us a message, to try to ask us a question, we cannot respond to them. So that is not a good way. The Gengar Mail or Twitter is probably the best. Or Discord. Yeah, those are probably the best ways to talk to us. But anyways, this outro has gone on long enough. So until next time, Corbin has a wonderful poem to read.
That's right. I thought you were going to forget, Professor. All right, here we go. So, here we go. I can't tell based on what's written in the email if the poem is called My Dearest Friends or if it's called A Poem for the Stars. But I'm going to call it My Dearest Friends. Here we go. It's a long one. Brace yourselves. But I'm going to read it in the best way that I can. Here we go. Water slides off my shell as I clamber upon the sand, watching as my brethren skitter about Alola's lands. Unbeknownst, the tide comes roaring back and rips me from the bay. the current rushing back and forth and keeping my cries away. For hours I am whisked past reefs and caves, unable to dismiss my plight. Hope began to fail me until I came across the lights. Like many eyes and beckoning hands, they reached out to guard me, pulling me onto a black sand beach empty of my parents' starmie. Tears brim in my eyes as I begin to weep, reaching my arms out towards the sky. The blinking lights that saved my life, the apple of my eye. Though no words come from their unseen mouths, I bless them by and by. Their soft warmth lulls me into a fitful sleep, silent but for the errant cry. When morning come, I finally wake, sore but mercifully full of life. Turning my head to thank my friends, I am shocked to see they have died. Their beauty is gone from the blinding sky, swallowed up by the sun. I shake my fists and beg for the burning orb to step aside. I must thank my saviors. I scream, but over and over I am denied. Dragging myself across the beach, my tears begin to dry. There is no point in sobbing now. The end must be nigh. I closed my eyes and began to sing as I waited for death to come, only to sense many hours later that my friends had conquered the sun. 10,000 twinkling lights filled my field of view, and I jumped to my feet in joyous salute as they began to shine anew. Oh, my dearest friends, my one and only loves, I knew you would come back for me, your ever loyal dove. What's a dove, guys? My chorus speaks to them in a language I could not decipher, flashing in rhythm to their whim in a beautiful silent choir. But I soon become weary, my glow unable to reach so high. My dearest friends, I'll talk to you tonight when you defeat the sun once again. I did not panic then, when their light began to fade, simply bowed my head in reverence as they readied to start their crusade. As the sky fluttered from black to blue, I hid beneath the shade, keeping myself safe from the sun and its ever-burning rays. My friends must be oh so fierce, my cowardice must make them ashamed. To prove my worth, I quickly run to the water's edge. Facing the sun with defiance, I would never show again. Sorry, my eyes are getting blurry. For it burned my eyes and set my skin alight, ignoring my cries of pain as it took away my sight. This was not my battle to be won. My friends will be sad to find me defeated by the sun. As the lights begin to return, I share my final cry. I should not have fought your battle, my friends. You were always more powerful than I. I have no more thoughts to give them, as this will be my final goodbye. I am sorry, my friends. I tried my best and let out a mournful sigh. And that's it.
Wow. Moving.
Wow.
Incredible. Again, that came to us from Soul. Thank you so much,
Bravo,
Soul.
Soul. Bravo. Claps all around. Bravo.
Claps. Snaps.
Bravo.
All right. Anyways, that's it for this week's lesson. So until next time, class is dismissed.
Welcome to the World of Pokemon as part of the Pokecasters Network.